Zombie. Welcome to the show.
She's a slow sipper, taking it slow. That's why I love her and I can't get her off of my vein. She's a slow sipper, she's taking it slow. That's why I love her and I can't get her off of my mind. After a while, I started feeling kind of strange, a trembling in my arms, feeling woozy in my brain. She said right there next to me, what is drinking that drink so evilly? She's a slow sipper, she's taking it slow. That's why I love her and I can't get her off of my mind. She's a slow sipper, she's taking it slow. That's why I love her and I can't get her off of my mind. She's a slow sipper.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Game 2 of the National League Wild Card Series coming your way on the show. It's the Milwaukee Brewers taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. John Shabby and Chris Singleton on the call. A big Game 2 in store for us here today, Chris.
Absolutely, and it might seem like there's not as much pressure if you've already got a win in Game 1, but they're dying to close this series out right here and now. The last thing they want is to lose the momentum and go into a do-or-die Game 3. That's a lot of pressure.
Sometimes it feels like every game in a three-game series is do or die. First pitch coming your way next. Almost ready to get underway. Getting the nod on the mound, Erick Fedde.
The opposing hitters are going to see a lot of cutters. This guy can throw it to the front side of the plate, the back side of the plate, so you're really not able to cheat to get the fat part of the bat on the baseball.
Up now for Milwaukee, Jackson Chourio.
Jackson Chourio.
That one finds the zone, and here we go with Game 2.
First pitch, 7:05.
Next offering is fouled back. Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Well, pretty clear to me. He's trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
And that's in the dirt. Now 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And one gone. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Here's Yelich at the dish. And ball one. Fedde, the tall righty, 205 pounds, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. And another ball.
2 balls, no strike.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
That one misses. Full count now. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. The hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
William Contreras up now for the Brewers. Fouled off left side. Yelich, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. And there's a foul ball. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 away. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Garrett Mitchell. Late swing, foul to the left. Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here in Game 2 of the Wild Card Series. Oh, he brings it down. Nice play. And that's a great play for the out. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. And now the Cardinals get their first shot at it here. No score. And we're back. Towing the slab in today's game, Brandon Woodruff. What do we have on him?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
We go to the bottom of the first. Now a chance for Mason Wynn. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 1. Right side, and foul ball. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Well, as a hitter, you're hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough one for the offense.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
Now it's going to be Alec Burleson. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Flips it, and they get the out.
Batting third.
Now we take a check of the St. Louis Cardinals lineup. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
Here's Nolan Arenado. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Two outs, and that misses, and now it's even 1-1. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Batting fifth. The second baseman.
And now, Brendan Donovan. And there's the strike. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Just
That's
missed.
inside.
As a veteran out there on the ball, you're trying to establish both edges of the plate. Right here, he's working inside.
Swings through that.
Well, this is a higher leverage spot, and I love the way that he's turned things around. He's got 2 outs now ahead in this count, and he can pretty much dictate what's going to happen next in terms of the pitch sequence.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Up the middle. They take the force out. That ends the inning. End of 1, and we're still scoreless. Wild Card Series Game 2. Up now for Milwaukee, Sal Frelick. Fedde back to work. Let's talk about great individual postseasons. One that really sticks out to me is Ricky Anderson in 1989. He hit .441 with 3 homers and 11 stolen bases, leading Oakland to a World Series championship.
Man, when I think about great postseason performances, hard to top Carlos Beltran in 2004. 8 homers and 6 steals in 12 games with the Houston Astros. He didn't even get to play in the World Series that year.
And that one is downstairs. 1 and 2 to count.
This guy at the dish excels in 2-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
Two now. Just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there and just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Rhys Hoskins to the plate. Bounce to third. Arenado. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
Batting 7, the third baseman, Oliver.
Next for the Brewers, Oliver Dunn. Sinker gets the bottom of the zone, and that's a strike. Smoked on the ground, a second. The throw to first, and Milwaukee is set down in order. Brewers go down quietly. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. Here's the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar. Just missed.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Dunn pulls it down and he makes the catch. One away.
Batting seven, the right fielder, Jordan
So up
Walker.
next, Jordan Walker. Pitch misses there, and that's ball one. Woodruff, multi-time All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a sinker, a changeup, a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve. Larry Bullard, our umpire behind the plate.
But Bullard's got a pretty standard strike zone. Sometimes they'll have you guessing a little bit, but overall, well-respected umpire in the league.
Bounce to the left side. Dunn. Now the throw to first on the run. Nicely done for the out.
Batting eight, the catcher, Ivan Herrera.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Ivan Herrera. Right back to him on the mound. Over to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Redbirds down quietly. We'll move to the third with no score. On to the third inning. Up now for Milwaukee, Joseph Ortiz. Pitch is in there, and it's 0-1.
There it was, 0-0. Here it is, hit it. He gets a take, gets ahead in the count.
On the ground to short. And no throw. He's into first easily.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
This is Bryce Terang. Yeah, that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. Nobody out. Runner at first. Donovan. Off balance feed. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
So the lineup flips over, and now the right fielder, Jackson Chourio. And the first pitch misses for ball one. And that one almost got him.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Terang, the base runner at first with one out. Swing and a miss. And it's 2-1.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still try to get that ground ball double play.
Throw to second. Tag. And they got him.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
And that one missing low. Christian Yelich in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. One hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. We're tied 0-0. Back here in St. Louis, digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Victor Scott. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. Breaking ball inside, and it's 1-0.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Mitchell going after it. Brings it in. And there's one down.
Now batting, shortstop, Mason.
Digging in, Mason Wynn. Struck out looking his first time. That one misses, and that's ball 1. 1 out, base is empty. Next offering is in for a strike.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Woodruff deals. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat. And the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone. And as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect the pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
Now, Alec Burleson.
Inside.
First pitch, and he just misses. Still tied at 0, last of the 3rd. And a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Two outs. That one just misses, and it's 2-2.
Well, as a pitcher, when you make a big pitch down around the knees and don't get the call, it'll eat at you out there. So some handle it a little bit better than others. And right here, clearly letting the ump hear it a little bit.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. 2 outs, base is empty. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. That one the other way, and base hit. And that extends the inning.
Gotta love the resiliency shown in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Contreras in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in Game 2 of the wild card series.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Next pitch is downstairs. And downstairs.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Got him looking, and he did not like the call. The Cards leave one, and we're still knotted at 0. Back here in St. Louis as we go to the top of the 4th. Yelly stepping into the box now. Yelich, a former MVP, 33 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2010. And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. Now a pop-up on the infield. Arenado. 1 down.
Now batting, the catcher, William Contreras.
And here's the catcher, William Contreras. Struck out swinging his first time. Right through there for a strike.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Next pitch is outside. 4th inning underway, no score. Next offering is fouled back. One down, base is empty. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you try to take that right back up the middle approach.
Breaking ball in there, got him looking. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Garrett Mitchell. Grounded out his first time up.
Mitchell.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
1 strike.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Up the middle. Sends it to first. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. And we are still scoreless. Back here at Busch Stadium, here's Nolan Arenado.
This batter gets described as a homebody because he loves playing at home, and historically his numbers back it up.
On the ground, nice grab. Fires to first, not in time. An infield knock to start the inning. Well, they are going to challenge the call, and so now the decision will be made by the umpires at the replay center back in New York.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Brewers
Here's
are
one more
the
look.
play.
They called him safe, and I'm not sure that there's anything here to overturn the call. What about you, Singy?
I don't think so, Boog. I mean, we need something obvious to overturn it, and I just don't see it.
So they've made a decision, and the runner is safe. The original call is confirmed, and that leaves them without any challenges the rest of the way.
Upon video review, the umpires have upheld the call of safe at first
And
base.
stepping in for the Cardinals, Brendan Donovan. He's 0 for 1. And that's in there for a strike. The slider that finds the mark.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And that one is in for a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed or way.
On the ground to first, and that's foul.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
0-2 now. That's a little bit low.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
That one is absolutely belted. That's down. One hops off the wall. The throw in.
Big RBI for him right there. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
So digging in, Lars Nootbaar. And that drops in for a strike. Man at second. That one fouled off. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Swing and a miss. Handcuffed him with that slider. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Oh, there he gets the slider in on his hands, and it just eats him up. You know, it's hard to get the bat around on a pitch like that in tight. You just feel like you're crowded on the inside part of the plate. Can't get any extension. That's one he definitely should have laid off of.
And now here is Jordan Walker. Yeah, that's fouled off. Here's the 0-1. Fouled off. He was late. Runner at second here, one gone. Next pitch misses inside, and the count 1-2. Liner, base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw in, but it's offline.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
One down, and now the Cardinals catcher, Ivan Herrera, grounded out his first time up. That one at the knees for a strike. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Very well executed changeup right there. If he can command the fastball consistently, that's going to be an important pitch in terms of him turning this outing around.
Goes down looking. Victor Scott next up for the Cardinals. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And that one wrapped foul. Runner takes off. There's a ball. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Line drive, and that's a fair ball. Coming home. He'll score, throws to second, pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Well, that was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get in the scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
back to the top of the lineup. And here's the St. Louis leadoff man, Masyn Winn, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. On the ground to first. Hoskins takes it to the bag, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. 3 runs for them here, and they move ahead. We played 4. It's the Cardinals 3 and the Brewers nothing. Wild Card Series Game 2. And the batter now, Sal Frelick. Fedde back to work.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
That one's in there. That is strike 2. Stays alive. Swing and a ball softly hit out into left center. Winn makes the grab, 1 down.
The first baseman, number 12, Rhys Hoskins.
And here is Hoskins. 0 for 1 so far. Swing and a ground ball, and it finds its way through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
So man aboard. Here's the third baseman, Oliver Dunn. And that one cutting but missing down low. And it's even up.
1-1.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. The Brewers trailing by 3 here in Game 2 of the Wild Card Series. In the air, right field. Walker sizing this one up. And it's caught for the out.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, Joseph Ortiz.
Next for Milwaukee, Joseph Ortiz. Reached on an infield single his first time. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
Fought off foul. And down on strikes. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the Cardinals 3 and the Brewers nothing. And we're back. John Shabby with my buddy Chris Singleton. And set to get us started. Bottom 5, Alec Burleson. That's in there. That's strike one.
You know, these Cardinals, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've seen how many line drive base hits they've been able to produce in this one, 6 to be exact, and they've all been pretty loud.
And no one can get there. And a good start to the inning.
Now batting, first
And up
baseman,
to hit is Wilson Contreras.
John
1 for
Perez.
2. That's off the inside corner. 1-0.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind him.
He won't get there. That should be extra bases. The throw in, headed for the plate. He'll score easily.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now up the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Nolan Arenado. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches down an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle, hope he gets a mistake.
Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out.
Up next for the Cardinals.
Here's the second baseman, Brendan Donovan. Here goes the runner. Down the left field line, base hit. Contreras crosses the plate. It's an RBI single. It's 5-0. Now 2 runs score, and it's now a 6-run lead.
Waste no time there. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
And up next for St. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot.
Now pitching for
Number 77 into the game.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
Headed towards the corner. And it stays fair. Coming home. He will score into second, and he's got a double.
Seeing some good swings from him right now with consecutive extra base hits. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Jordan Walker next up for the Cardinals. That one to first, and it goes just foul. Nootbaar leads off second with nobody out. This one popped up. Ortiz makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Now batting, catcher Ivan Herrera.
Now up for St. Louis, Ivan Herrera. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, slinging it to first in time. Victor Scott next up for the Cardinals.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike. 4 runs already in the frame. Last half of inning number 5. Caught him looking for the K. They get 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and leave 1. We're through 5. It's the Cardinals 7 and the Brewers nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the second baseman, Bryce Turang.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Swing and a miss. And that's strike 1.
1 strike.
Just missed. Swing and a foul straight back. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Tap to first. Contreras takes it himself. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, the right fielder, Jackson Chourio.
Back to the top of the Milwaukee order. Now here is Jackson Chourio. That to right. Walker on the move. Squeezes it. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
2 down, base is empty. Christian Yelich up now for the Brewers. There's a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. 2 down, nobody on. And we're the top half of the 6th. Checks his swing. Appeal down to third. No swing. He held up. Patrick Johnson with the call there. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Nobody left for Milwaukee. Not going their way. It's 7-0. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now at the plate, Mason Wynn.
Mason Wynn.
That one clips the outside corner. Strike 1.
Well, a good first pitch changeup there. In order to be effective, you've got to really sell it. Good arm speed, and it's got to be down in the zone.
In the air, right side. Chourio hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Alec.
Next is the designated hitter, Alec Burleson. Swings and misses. 0-1.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
And a big swing and a miss.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
No need to deviate from the slider right there. The hitter just not making the adjustment. He came at him with the breaking ball, pitch after pitch, and that at bat, and evidently there was no answer for it.
Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Swing and a miss as he was out front. The Cards up big in this one here in the bottom of the 6th. Pop foul out of play off to the right. The 1-2. Struck him out looking. And down in order go the Cardinals. And they hold a 7-0 lead. Back here in St. Louis, new inning getting started. Here's the Brewers catcher now, William Contreras. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Scott right there to make the grab. One up, one down.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Now the Brewers cleanup hitter, Garrett Mitchell, has grounded out a couple of times. Tapped up the first base side, Contreras. Throw to first in time.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Sal Frelick up now for the Brewers. There's a strike. Movement in the bullpen for the Cardinals. Kyle Leahy getting loose out there. King, the lefty, warming up as well. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Been painting the corners, working on the edges and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
The Brewers with a lot of ground to make up here in the late stages of game 2. Ground ball left side. Zips it to first, and that's the third out. Gone in order are the Brewers. They continue to trail 7-0. Bottom of the 7th, and now Nolan Arenado.
Third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Now batting, the second baseman, Brendan Donovan.
And stepping in for the Cardinals, Brendan Donovan. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Ground ball up the middle. Turang whips it to first. And a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, the left fielder,
2 outs, base is empty. And up next for St. Louis, Lars Nootbaar. The other way, done. In plenty of time to first, St. Louis goes down in order. No runs, no hits, no errors. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Cardinals 7 and the Brewers nothing.
Now pitching for the
Kyle
Cardinals,
Leahy comes on now.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the
The
dish.
first baseman, number 12, Rhys Hoskins.
And that's
No,
outside.
that's a
Ball 1.
1-0.
Ripped into right center. Base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Next to hit, Oliver Dunn. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
0-1. And that is out of play. The Redbirds up big in this one here in game 2 of the wild card series. Got him. And there's one down.
The batter, number 3.
Next for the Brewers, Joseph Ortiz. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Fair ball. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Be safe.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Bryce.
So they're at the corners now. Bryce Terang getting ready to hit. That's in for a strike. Two on, 1 out. Lifted in the air, right field. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. 1 run is in. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds it third.
Picks himself up an RBI. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you
Jackson
fall asleep
Jr.
dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Jackson Chourio up now for the Brewers. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. That missed inside, and that's ball 1. That one ripped. That's back there. Makes the catch on the edge of the track. Both runners tagging from second and third. It's a sac fly as he comes across to score. It's 7-2. Man, is he fast.
It's so fun to watch.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change.
Now pitching for
New
the
arm of the
Cardinals,
mound for the Cardinals, John
number
King.
47.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
So here's the Brewers DH, Christian Yelich. Up the middle, and that chance handled. Off-balance throw in time. Yelich is out, and the lefty reliever does his job. Just one pitch to get the inning-ending ground out. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Cardinals 7 and the Brewers 2.
See, every time you see me, I got something new.
Back here in St.
Leading
Louis,
off for St.
leading
Louis,
off, Jordan
the right
Walker.
fielder, Jordan Walker.
Sneaks through, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Here's the catcher to hit, Ivan Herrera. That's in there. Strike one. Walker on at first, nobody out. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Now batting, center fielder, Victor.
Here's the center fielder, Victor Scott. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. Pitch misses,
inside.
and that is ball one. First and second, no outs. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that misses. 2 balls and a strike.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. And there's one away.
Now batting, the shortstop, Mason Wynn.
And here is Mason Wynn. First pitch misses. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. 1 run across. Another scores. 2 runs in on the play, and it's 9-2.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
Man at second with 1 away. Alec Burleson digs in now. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
1 strike.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. Right through there for a strike.
0-2.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
And there are 2 outs.
Now batting, first baseman, Wilson Contreras.
So 2 down now, and here is Wilson Contreras. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Runner at second, 2 down. Headed towards the corner. And that is a foul ball. Got him looking. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Game 2 heads to the 9th inning. The Cardinals with a chance to punch their ticket to the division series when we return. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the catcher, William Contreras. Up the middle. That's a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center. Garrett Mitchell, the next to hit. 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. And a good eye there. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Well, he just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
And he grounds one to the right side. And that's just foul.
This guy absolutely flies. The defense wants to turn 2, but they've got to get a ball they can do it with. Make sure you get the first out before you try to rush and get 2 and end up with nothing.
The Brewers with a lot of ground to make up here in the late stages of game 2. That one lined softly the other way. It'll fall into left field for a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
At the plate, Rhys Hoskins. And that is cut on and missed. And that is strike 1. He swings and fouls one off.
You know, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
Going to count 1 and 2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone here at the top of the 9th. The changeup missing. 2 and 2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And they're down to their last out. Oliver Dunn will hit next. 0 for 3 in this one. Swings and misses. That's strike 1. Lifted in the air down the left side, and that will drop foul. This could end it. That one way inside. Line drive. That's the ball game. The St. Louis Cardinals win the wild card series and are moving on to the NLDS. So the St. Louis Cardinals sweep this wild card series with back-to-back wins and look ahead now to the division series.
Well, they really showed up, Boog, and so did these home fans. A lot of really positive energy in this ballpark, and I'm sure that had some impact at least. And this club has to feel excited moving on to the next round with a lot of good momentum on their side.